Hey everyone, I wanted to come back at you today with another thought about making Jesus your audience of one. The first couple of videos I sent out focused on doing everything as unto the Lord and making sure that your focus is on the Lord even in the most mundane of tasks. And as I was pondering fine arts as a worship offering, the Lord reminded me of a passage that's very familiar. We call it the widow's mite story. I want to read it to you and give you a little thought after I read the passage. Luke 21 verse 1 through 4 is where it's found. Jesus looked up and saw the rich putting in their gifts into the treasury. And he also saw a certain poor widow putting in 2 mites, 2 coins, 2 small denominations of money. And so Jesus said, "Truly, I say to you that this poor widow has put in more than all. For all of these, out of their abundance, have put in an offering for God. But she, out of her poverty, put in all the livelihood that she had." You know, all of us are given one degree or another of talent. Some of us are really gifted vocally. Some are really gifted in public speaking. Some are really gifted in dance. And the temptation is to compare yourself to everybody else to see how you measure up, to discern whether or not what you have to offer the Lord is of worth. But we see in this story something really simple that I think is transferable to all of your life. It's not so much about your talent. We thank God for the talent that He gives people. I'm grateful for the gift of singing, the gift of preaching, the gift of dance, the gift of art. I'm thankful for those things, but when it comes to what the Lord receives from us, it's very little to do with talent and a whole lot to do with how deep do we dig in our reserves and what we offer out of what we have. You know, you can be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't give it your best, if you don't dig down and give everything that you can, what is your offering really? It's half-hearted. It's not fully devoted. There might be some people at Fine Arts that don't sing as well as others. You might not be the best public communicator, but I want you to hear something from me. If you'll take out of the resources of what you do have, and if you'll give everything, if you'll preach the best you can, even if maybe it doesn't stack up to somebody that's more talented, if you'll sing the best you can, even if it doesn't measure up to somebody that has a greater vocal range, I can assure you the Lord will be pleased. And at the end of our fine arts, the Lord's not going to look and say, "Boy, that one can sing. I'm so impressed with him. Man, that joker can preach. I think he's awesome. Boy, did you see him dance? I am so impressed with that." That's not the way the Lord's going to look at fine arts. The Lord's going to look at fine arts the way He did that offering in Luke 21. And He's going to say, you know, that person is really talented, but their heart wasn't quite right. And they only gave a fraction of what they have available. And this person, maybe they didn't score as high, but they gave everything they had. They offered it all to me. I want you to hear me. In life, it's not your talent that's on the line. It's not your talent that's being weighed out. It's what you do with what you have. And I believe there's a lot of people that are populating heaven now and will populate heaven in the future that will receive an incredible reward, a beautiful inheritance, because they took the small portion that they were given and they gave it fully and wholeheartedly to the Lord in worship. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see you here in a couple weeks.